Scottie Pippen does not like Michael Jordan. Matter of fact, I think he despises him. And if you look at the recent comments by Scottie Pippen, it's showing. And I said this years ago, before it was even revealed that Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan wasn't the best of friends. I think to a certain degree that Scottie Pippen has always hated the fact that Michael Jordan pretty much got sole credit for them winning 6 championships. You know, at the end of the day, I know the MJ apologists and the MJ sack huggers is going to get mad. Listen, Michael Jordan is a great player. He was one of the best that ever did it. And when I hear Scottie Pippen reference him and making it look like he was some kind of scrub, that's just not accurate. But I understand where the frustration is coming from. Is a little bit of this the green-eyed monster? Yeah, of course it is. But is there some validity to some of the stuff that Scottie Pippen has said? Well, keep in mind, people wrote off the fact when Scottie Pippen basically hinted that Phil Jackson was a racist / white supremacist. I always thought that Phil Jackson was a racist and a white supremacist. You know, when people sit up here and say, oh, well, he coached black players, well, what does that mean? That's his job. That doesn't mean he likes black people as a whole. And Phil Jackson has had a history of saying condescending and racially insensitive comments. I mean, just because somebody doesn't use the N-word or something like that doesn't mean that they're not a bigot, a racist, or a white supremacist. And I've always thought that about Phil Jackson. So there were some things that Scottie Pippen revealed. You know, at the end of the day, when you on mainstream media, when you have your checks signed by people from the powdered milk village, there's limitations on how much truth you can speak. I think a lot of people believe that Phil Jackson is a racist. But, you know, Scottie is not in the league anymore. You know, he's retired. He's in the Hall of Fame. You know, he's not worried about it. Scottie is just waiting for his pension to kick in. And I know a lot of people like to make fun of Scottie Pippen because of the current situation with his ex-wife and Michael Jordan's son, which I believe Michael Jordan has played a role in that. At the end of the day, that's just bad business, man. You shouldn't have your son messing with the wife of your former teammate that you know, won 6 championships with. Whether Marcus is a grown man or not, man, that's just like, that just ain't a good look. It ain't a good look for Marcus. It ain't a good look for Michael Jordan. Definitely not a good look for Scottie Pippen. You know, I'm about shedding some truth and shedding some light. I told you that's why I'm different from everybody. I'm not finna be a Michael Jordan extremist and not say that Michael Jordan didn't have no flaws. Because for the people that sit up and worship Michael Jordan's dirty draws, you know, you didn't heard a lot of things about Michael Jordan outside of basketball. You know, you didn't had rappers who have had incidents with Michael Jordan where you had rappers asking to take pictures with Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan, from what reports were saying, he were very standoffish and mean towards, you know, certain people. And a lot of these people look like him and came from his community. Michael Jordan was the ultimate company man. But at the end of the day, I understood why it was done, because Michael Jordan, you have to understand something. The NBA let this dark-skinned, very dark-skinned black man be the face of the league, you know, because Michael Jordan is very dark-skinned. And let's just face the fact, that's another conversation. Not that I'm giving praise to white people, but that plays a big role in it. And Michael Jordan did take the fear out of dark-skinned black men by him being made the face of the league. So it is what it is. See, this is real conversation. See, I'm one of them dudes that like to, you know, go there, because I'm not afraid to have difficult conversation and complex conversation. It's true. I've always thought that, and I believe that it's going to be revealed that it's more than Michael Jordan's so-called first retirement than what we being told. I have a theory what really happened. I shared it with with Too Raw what I really think happened with Michael Jordan, his so-called first retirement. And if he wants to share that story with you guys, then that's up to him. And he didn't think I was, he didn't think I was, out of my mind. He kind of like was, So, like I said, as far as Scottie Pippen go, the way people make it seem, they do make it seem as if Michael Jordan on those 6 championship teams, that basically Michael Jordan did everything by himself, that Michael Jordan played all 5 positions, he scored all the points, he didn't have no help. And I think that's where it gets annoying. Yes, Michael Jordan was clutch, he had the clutch gene, but at the same time, Michael Jordan hit game-winning shots. What about the shots that he missed? Michael Jordan had bad games. There were times where people had to pick up the slack from Michael Jordan. And I think that's the problem. I think we are so emotionally, not me, a lot of people are so emotionally invested in Michael Jordan is where they cannot, you got to excuse me, some of the trust coming in, to where they make it seem like Michael Jordan is God, and Michael Jordan is not God. Michael Jordan is 60 years old. Michael Jordan is going to eventually, he going to eventually die like everybody else. Eventually I'm going to die, he going to die, and I think that's the problem. Even though after Jordan retired for the final time, and they said that no one person would carry the league, it did seem like it was all about LeBron. Now, I think now, once LeBron goes away, now I think one person won't carry the league. And I think LeBron, to a certain degree, should consider leaving so the league can be focused on just multiple different variety of players. If you want to say Giannis is the guy, fine. You want to say Jokic is the guy. You want to say Stephen Curry is the guy. You want to say some of these other people, Booker, a lot of different people, Tatum. And that's where we are right now. But I understand where Scottie Pippen is coming from. It's like, damn, I don't get no credit. And what's factual, let's just keep it a buck. Scottie Pippen played a pivotal role, which Jordan said. Jordan said out of his own mouth he wouldn't have won them championships without Scottie Pippen. But the problem is, the Jordan apologists, the Jordan extremists, they don't want to acknowledge that. They will have you thinking that Jordan did everything by himself. I mean, listen, man, I was there. I saw this stuff. I remember the day Jordan got drafted. Yes, he did change the dynamics of basketball, how we look at, he changed the dynamics of basketball. He changed the dynamics of sneakers. So he did do some things. He did revolutionize some things. But I think the problem is he just gets too much credit. Because like I said before, if Michael Jordan out of his own damn mouth said he wouldn't have won those championships without Scottie Pippen, why can't everybody else acknowledge it? Michael Jordan, for the most part, those Chicago Bulls teams had a losing record until Scottie Pippen showed up. Scottie Pippen, the reason why Jordan's life became came a little bit more easier, because guess what? Scottie Pippen was guarding Scottie Pippen was their best defender. Scottie Pippen would put Scottie Pippen on the toughest defensive, offensive threat, and that's the problem. So that's why he feels like he don't get enough credit. It's like, damn, you know what? Can I get showed some love? And then, not to mention, and I'm gonna tell you what was the final straw. That last dance, that was the final straw. The way they portrayed Scottie Pippen, but once again, Scottie Pippen, one of them dudes, he should have had his lawyer, or he should have said, hey man, I want to see the final cut before I sign off on anything. You got to watch that stuff. But I think when he saw the last dance, he was like, man, to hell with these dudes. So he just let it all out. So like I said, I'm not going to sit up here and constantly attack Scottie Pippen. I understand he's angry and he's frustrated, but he did play a pivotal role. It wasn't just Michael Jordan. Chicago Jordans. They were the Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls won those championships. But anyway, we're going to talk about this more because we definitely going to dive deep into this. But let me get to work. I'm out.